In this video, I'm going to talk through what could possibly make it or break it for you on Amazon in 2023. Listen, we've been in this space, in the Amazon space, for almost 10 years. We work mostly with CPG brands, existing CPG brands that want to grow profitable on Amazon. And this is the rule that we see get broken over and over. And for a while, businesses could get away with it because they could cover up lack of having fundamentals in place with, there was a lot of lending and investor funds available. There was pretty good economic environment, but now that's changing, right? We're in recession. We have inflation. A lot of businesses are catching up hiccups from COVID. And now on top of that, we have Amazon competitive environment just getting more and more challenging. Also we have just tightening of VC funds, investor funds, so growth is fueled with money. So now more than ever, having fundamentals such as having a profitable business, having healthy bottom line is more critical than ever. Now, when it comes to Amazon will do everything for you not to be profitable because Amazon cares about Amazon. So when I say fundamentals not having fundamentals in place when it comes to Amazon, there's 5 of them, and we call them profit pillars. And today, this video, I'm going to talk through the first one that, again, we have to fix more than all other pillars, and that has to be taken care of before we do anything else on Amazon. And that profit pillar is having the right product offer. Now here, I'm not talking about your product. So here I'm making an assumption that you already have products under existing brand that fill a certain need in the market, right? Customers get great experience. Products deliver as promised, right? So I'm going to make assumption that your products already can withstand, ruthless customers' reviews on Amazon. So let's just set it aside. Now, the second assumption I'm making that we're not here chasing some unicorn of a right product, magical product that if I find it, I'm going to make a lot of money on Amazon, because that does not exist. What exists is building a healthy, solid business with business fundamentals covered, that then also is placed in Amazon ecosystem and adapted to it so you can have more sales and more profit, because Amazon is a powerful channel. So now that's 2 assumptions I have to get out of the way. So right product offer. What is the right product offer for Amazon? That is let's define it. When customer comes to product page, when they click checkout, what is it is in the checkout, what they end up buying? So replicating your Shopify or retail catalog may or may not be the right answer. Now, if you, let's say if it's sweater or a book or office chair, that is a product, but also probably the right product offer. Now in CPG, which is verticals that we mostly work with, we work with CPG brands, beauty, personal care, pets, household, food and beverage. Those are the biggest one. That actually right product offer is extremely critical, because you have probably more margin pressure than other verticals, but also, again, your retail catalog is not your Amazon catalog. So there's 3 things that go into having the right product offer. If you come to us and we work together, then we will create that for you out of your existing products. Now, if you don't have somebody like us, then you can do a checklist through these 3 things that I'm going to talk through. First, e-commerce suitability. Probably not a hard one for you to execute on. If you're listening to this, you're probably either selling on Amazon or DTC, right? Your product can withstand getting thrown around a bit on FedEx trucks and Amazon warehouse and arrive to customers, right? Even though the perishable products are possible to sell on Amazon, we also have this interesting niche of working with chocolate brands, perishable products. So it's harder, but it's still executable. E-commerce suitability, check. The second one, unit economics for Amazon. This is where it really kind of breaks more often than not. You need to have margin built in after Amazon transaction fees. Amazon transaction fees are what I call them fixed because you can't outsmart them, you can't outwork them, you can't outtrick them. They are based on your price on Amazon, and if you use Amazon FBA, it is your, Amazon dimensions of a product. So, but they are set. Just like probably, your cogs are somewhat more or less set, right? Yes, you can work on improving them, but you can't really make big swings in them if you need to, for example, like such as in marketing or, in social media and so on. So those are set, which is why it's extremely critical to build it so you have room to grow profitably, because you can't really scale zeros. You can't really arrive at profit with volume, because we often see the brands sometimes, whether probably unconsciously or not intentionally, trying to arrive to volume with scale, and it works only if you have a huge investor, significant investment funding to get you to that, hopefully, profitability. But if you're a smaller business, then no, you can't arrive at zeros to scale with zeros. All right. Now let's just talk through this. So you have Amazon price, then you have your transactional Amazon fees, then you have your COGS, and then you arrive at that unit, your Amazon gross margin. So that gross margin needs to be at least 20%. Now, we arrived at this through our empirical work. Of course, you can have more, the better. If you have less, then time to go a little bit work on it, go back to the drawing board, so to say. Let's sort of talk through example. If your product, let's say your product offer in Amazon is $30 and Amazon fees are $12. Let's just say you say $12. So you have $18. Then you have your COGS, let's say $8 for ease of math. Then you arrive at $10 of Amazon, what I call Amazon gross margin. So 10 of is what, 33% of 30. That is good. You're good. You can check mark yourself on unit economics. Now, if your COGS are high enough or transactional fees are high enough that you have less than 20%. So let's say, in that same example, after fees, Amazon fees, and your COGS, you get less than $6, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a big red flag. So then you have absolutely no room for error, right? You don't have room for expansion, because again, you can't put more products if you can't have the right product offers that you already have, selling. You don't really have room for paid customer acquisition, right? So that's really kind of all the levers are being taken away from on Amazon for you to grow profitably. Yes, 20%. So you need to have at least 20% unit economics. The last but not least is pricing. Pricing on Amazon is driven by largely two things. First is competitiveness. For whoever is your competition on Amazon. Your competition on Amazon may not be the same as your competition in retail. There are also who you think, if you see somebody on Amazon, well, they're not your competitor because perhaps they use different ingredients, or they are inferior to product, or they serve different subcategory of customers. If Amazon data shows, if Amazon's customers say that there are your competitors, then they are. So that's really called reading the market data, right? So we sometimes have those conversations that yes, you are going to be, you don't think they're your competition, but if we see that through advertising data, if we see that through how customers search, if we see how you show up in search results, then they are. So you need to be priced competitively, because pricing is still, reviews are a huge factor, but pricing is still probably the biggest driving factor for purchasing decisions on Amazon. It's a very transactional platform. And also, especially in environment of recession. Customers, again, scrutinize their purchasing decisions more. So that, and the second one is, again, unit economics. So for pricing, if, again, using that example, your COGS can't be moved, your transactional fees can be moved, well, your pricing, if it needs to be $35, can you still be competitive as compared to your comparables on Amazon, right? So, and if not, then again, it's time to go to drawing board or look at being available for sale on Amazon, but not necessarily expect growth from within Amazon, because you really need to have paid acquisition, you need to have paid marketing on Amazon in order to propel sales or to maintain growth velocity. Okay, so that is product offer. So again, to summarize, what I wanted to take out of this is have at least 20% built into your product offer on Amazon. Product is not the same as product offer. And then you need to be competitive, price competitive. And you can't just replicate your Shopify retail catalog and so on. If you need to, if you have Amazon issues that you need to fix, or you want to grow profitable on Amazon, first of all, download our Amazon playbook for CPG brands that I'm going to put a link, or you can find us also at redoxecommerce.com. Thanks, talk soon.